Congratulations, I'm gonna get you guys into the fact that the latest Tiger Woods second DUI arrest. Also get you guys into the fact that Seth Rollins versus Gunther, even though Seth Rollins was made declared to compete, which he is, but he's gonna be taking on Gunther after what happened last night. Also, guys, some Saturday's main event is gonna be returned to the Garden July 18th. By the way, tickets pre-sales for tickets are gonna be going on sale Thursday, and much other news to come. By the way, guys, I'll get you guys to that. All right, so first things, I'm gonna start you guys with the very latest Tiger Woods. By the way. So Tiger Woods has pled not guilty in a second DUI arrest and Jupiter Island, Florida, by the way, from this past Friday. He waived the arraignment and awaits trial with a jury. Now he's gonna be sent to be in court next month, but Tiger Woods had two hydrocodone pills in the left pocket at the time of his second DUI arrest because his cell phone and radio distracted him as he turned on the radio prior to the rollover wreck. That prior to the rollover wreck, but he was going. I told you guys he was going to return to court next month. The other driver of the pressure cleaner pickup truck was Jeremy Bullard. He was the one who helped Tiger Woods out of the Range Rover through the passenger side. By the way, and neither of them were injured. Neither of them weren't even injured. By the way, they were uninjured, and that's all there's I can say on that. So Tiger Woods, he was charged yet again for DUI suspicion with collateral damage, and also for refusing a urine test, which he did. Now remember, Tiger Woods, he had numerous he had 20 back surgeries, few leg surgeries that were one of them back in 2021 where one of them lost one of his legs. But it's very unknown what his stats is going to be for the Masters. I don't know if he's going to be there or not, but he's looking to get a jury. He's awaiting a trial whether with jury, which that's all I can say. That's all I can say, guys, on that note. So, the Tiger Woods, he was hospitalized, but he declined treatment, by the way. But he was sent back to the police station or in jail, and he refused the urine test. He passed the breathalyzer test, which he did which is 0.00. But then when the police were asking him to do a urine test, he refused. That's when he was charged for a urine test as well. But less convicted, by the way, he could be looking like behind bars. Now you guys remember he was detained back in 2017 from his DUI arrest. By the way, we fell asleep behind the wheel, and this got pretty messy there. But Tiger Woods, I mean, and then this past Friday he got detained yet again for the rollover record DUI in Jupiter Island, Florida, and it's very unknown if it's very unknown if Jeremy Bullard wants to sue Tiger Woods. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, maybe, but he's going to be in court next month. By the way, he pled not guilty he pled not guilty to the second DUI arrest, and he's going to be waiving an arraignment, and he's going to be awaiting a trial with a jury. So that's all I can say you guys on that note. So more deals going to come by. That's all I can say to that, guys. Well, buddy, that's everything you got to know. And then there's also, by the way, guys, Saturday night's main event is going to return to the Garden July 18th, by the way. So tickets are pre-sale. We're going to be going on sale this Thursday, so check those out, guys, as well. Also, none there's also, by the way, guys, Penta, he retained the IC title yet again, but he's going to be defending that IC title in an IC title ladder match that involves Javon at WrestleMania Vegas, by the way. That involves Javon Evans, Young OG Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, Jenny McDonough, and Rusev. That's going to be a good one, guys. I know that it is. So, that's all I can say to that, everybody. So, Penta versus Young OG Javon Evans versus Dragon Lee versus Jenny McDonough versus Rusev. So, that's all I can say to that, guys, as well, buddy. And that's everything you need to know. So, yep. That is happening, everybody. That is happening. That's something to look forward to, everybody. That's all there is you need to know. All right, then there's also, by the way, guys, let's see here. So Lakers beat the Wiz 120-101. Yet the Hawks beat the Celtics 120-102. Yet the Cavs beat the Jazz 122-113. Thunder, they defeated the Pistons 114-110. Spurs beat the Bulls 129-114. You had the Wolves, they beat the Mavs 124-94. Suns, they beat the Grizz 131-105. Heat defeated the 119-109. Base one issue, you have the Nats beat the Phillies 13-2. You have the Braves defeat the A's 4-0. Royals 23-1. Rangers, they defeat the O's 5-2. Shy Sox, they defeat the Marlins 5-4. The Reds, they defeat they beat the Pirates 2-0. Cubs defeat the Angels 10-2. Rays defeat the Brewers 3-2. You also had the Mets defeat the Cards 4-2. You had the Astros defeat the Red Sox 8-1. Mariners defeat the Yankees 2-1. Giants defeat the Padres 3-2. The Guards beat the Dodgers 4-2. Rocks defeat the Blue Jays 14-5. D-backs defeat the Tigers 9-6. Pens, that's all just thinking about that, guys. Baseball news. Also, the hockey side of things, you have the Pens beat the Islanders for 8-3. Sharks beat the Blues 5-4. Golden Knights defeat the Canucks 4-2. The Avs beat the Flames 9-2. The Maple Leafs defeat the Ducks 5-4. It's all I can say that guys well, but it's all you get for that. That's all you about that. Also, guys, this one, guys. Hulkamania, Hulk Hogan, late Hulk Hogan, Guy versus Soul versus Andre the Giant, Guy versus Souls. WrestleMania 3 match. It's gonna be the immortal moment. It's gonna be the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame. So, wow, it's gonna be good one, guys. As well, thoughts on that, everybody. And then there's also, by the way, guys, Seth Rollins versus Gunther, WrestleMania Vegas. But that's what happened last night. So Seth Rollins, he was medically cleared to compete, but he got attacked. He did take down Paul Heyman yet again, but he'll be attacked and ambushed by Gunther. Sets up a WrestleMania match. So that's all there's I can say on that, guys, as well. But it's all there's you got to know for that. So, some about that, guys. Also, and then there's also, by the way, future sites for the next sites are Super Bowl 61, 62, and 63, 2027, Valentine's 2027, February 2028, and February 2029. Now, Super Bowl 61 is going to be SoFi Stadium, Valentine's 2027. Super Bowl 62 is going to be Mercedes-Benz Stadium at ATL, and Super Bowl 63 is going to be Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. So that's all I can say that, guys. Another is also, by the way, guys, Jaden Ivey is no longer the Bulls over the anti gay remarks that he made yesterday, and he already issued the apology. But Jaden Ivey, you should know better than that. You should know. You should be ashamed of yourself for that. So that's all I can say to that, guys. So, you guys, what thoughts about this? Everybody, let me know about that. Nothing else, by the way, guys. Colt Emerson reaches 8-year, $95 million offer with the Mariners. Thoughts about that? Also, this guys, Candice Bargan, Elaine Deladon, they're going to Hall of Fame by the Doc Rivers, Mark Sotomayor. They're in it as well, by the way. But is in it by the way, which they are. Also, guys, another is Masai Ujiri is in the ownership group of Toronto Tempo. So thoughts about that? Also, guys, and there's also, by the way, Tank Davis filed a $20 million countersuit against one of his exes, accusing him of domestic battery during altercation at Tootsie's Cabaret Gentlemen's Club in Miami. And there's footage of the incident as well, by the way. Denies the allegations out in the filings, by the way. Tank says the woman wasn't injured and informs the employer she was okay after the debacle. The counterclaim is interfering with business relationship. So there is footage of Tank Davis attacking this accuser, one of his exes, by the way, as well at Tootsie's Cabaret Gentlemen's Club in Miami, and the video's already out. By the way, there's like 6 clips that were shown, by the way. So check those out, guys, and let me know about that, everybody. Also, known as by the way, guys, Dustin Weber. Dayton Weber. He's been extradited to back to Maryland for murder and for he's already been arraigned, by the way, for the assassination of Bradrick Wells, argued over drugs, guns, and a woman before shooting him while driving his Tesla through Southern Maryland, by the way. And the bond hearing is going to be for tomorrow, and they both dated like Tori Mattingly. It's very unclear if it was the woman that was named, by the way. Don't know about that. But if you guys remember that Dayton Weber was detained in Virginia, by the way, and he was extradited to Maryland where he's facing the murder charge, by the way. But he's also facing the aggravated assault and battery charges as well, by the way. And yeah, that's all this is about. But he's going to be set to be in court tomorrow, by the way, guys. That's all there's to say about that. And his bond hearing is going to be for next month. I'm sorry, not next month, for tomorrow, which it is, by the way. That's all I can say to that, guys. The bond hearing is tomorrow. That's all that you got to know for that. But but unless he's convicted, but he's looking a lot behind bars. That's all I can say about that guy. So, that's everything. Also, another also by the way, guys, Brady Mahomes is in the UT Tyler Pats Hall of Fame honor, and congrats on that, by the way. And more Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift was sued by Marin Wave for a trademark infringement based on the confession of a showgirl back in 2015, her album. Now Taylor Swift's album that's looking pretty good right now left with Showgirl. That album was caused confusion in marketplace, and it's similar to Taylor Swift. And now Taylor Swift's kills, they're going to be married. By the way, they're going to enter the marriage era. I know they will. That's all I'm saying about that. So that go devil with each other. That's all I'm saying. That's it. So that's the other guys as well, buddy. Also, this guys, there's gonna be a fatal four-way for the women's tag titles between the Bellas versus Alexa and Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, and against the irresistible force of Nia and Lash. That's gonna be women's fatal four-way tag match for the women's tag titles. By the way, that's all I'm saying about that. And that's everything you got to know that, buddy. So check those out, guys. As well, buddy. So WrestleMania Vegas is coming up, and Finn Balor's going to be taking on Dirty Dom as well for WrestleMania as well. So that's all I'm saying about that, guys. And CM Punk, he took out Roman Reigns last night, which he did. That's all I'm saying about that. And also, guys, Ice Show Speed, he's still been cursed, by the way, and he's the Brass Knucks, which he should have never done. It was an accident, which he was. And I'm sitting to my stomach that division, they're the new tag champs. Not good at all. Not good at all. So that Street Fighter got into last night. It's all about that, guys. Also, this guy's Akali, she's heading to 2XKO April 7th. Next month, check that out. That's all you got for that guy. Trailers are shown by which it is, by the way. And then this also, I want to say brother wish shout out to Kristen Walken, Chloe Zhao, Ewan McGregor, Melissa Ordway, Tony Yayo, Gordie Howe, Amy Woe, Baby, Ginna, Al Gore, Jessica Zor, Mitzi Sanderson, Atati Lopez, Maddie Spadell, Sayuri of Dead or Alive, Mr. Feeney, Ella Woodhead, Son of My Brother, which tweets them. We should do on that. That's all. You just get notes all to say, guys. Also, guys, I'll be doing April Fool's special close sports board. That's gonna be tomorrow. Guys, check that out. That's all. Just get up for that, guys. You got a cool joke on that. And these specials of the close sports board is coming up as well. By the way, Sunday. Check that out, guys. That's all. Just get up for that as well, buddy. That's going to do it right there for the Close Sports Board, guys. Like, subscribe to the Close Sports Board YouTube channel, Facebook page. So guys, I'll be back for more. Anything new on that, guys? When it comes to your thoughts, your response to our Sunday's main event, return to the Garden July 18th. Thoughts on that, guys? Dan House just announced that, which he did last night. Also, guys, with us, Tiger Woods pleading not guilty to a second DUI arrest, by the way. DUI submission arrest, by the way. And he's waiting a trial with Jerry. He's going to be in court next month, by the way, which he is, by the way. But he did take 2 hydrocodone pills in the pocket at the time of his second arrest, by the way, DUI arrest. And the Jeremy Bullard, who was the driver of the pressure-plated pickup truck, he helped Tiger Woods out, and another individual helped Tiger Woods out and tried to get him to the passenger side of the vehicle, get him out of the passenger side of the vehicle window. And yeah, that's all I can say about that. And Tiger Woods, he meant to retire this point, which he's going to do anyways. That's all I can say about that, guys. Also, everybody, this is Seth Rollins versus Gunther WrestleMania Vegas. Thoughts about that, guys? And also, Stephanie McMahon, she just returned last night, by the way, to Raw. Gave some tough love to Cody Rhodes, by the way. Just a little pep talk ahead of Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton WrestleMania Vegas WWE title match. Randy Orton trying to go for number 15. So thoughts on that, guys, as well, buddy. Also, guys, once again, send your brother wish out to Kristen Walken, Chloe Zhao, Ewan McGregor, Melissa Ordway, Tony Yayo, Gordie Howe, Amy Woe, Baby Ginna, Al Gore, Jessica Zora, Mitzi Sanderson, Atati Lopez, Maddie Spadell, Sayura Dead or Alive, Mr. Feeney, and Ella Woodhead. Some of my brother wish sweets up. Please introduce that. That's all you got to know, buddy. I'll be back for breaking news in terms of live updates. So I'm a whole lot more than close sports, whether it's related. That's all to say, guys. Take care, everybody. You guys have a good evening. Enjoy yourselves. Everybody, be safe. Bye bye.